I started Art Institute in summer 2010 and I just graduated in March 2013. I started designing probably before high school, and one Christmas my mom got me a sewing machine and the rest is history. I was a huge fan of No Doubt in high school and I loved Gwen Stefani, and so I was always trying to emulate her fashion style, and so every time I would go to see them in concert I would always make myself a custom No Doubt inspired outfit, and the other fans would come up to me and offer a lot of money for my pieces, and it was at that point that I realized that I could actually make money doing this. I think that my aesthetic could be described as edgy ready-to-wear because I want women to see my clothes and immediately want them and see themselves in my clothes. So I like to be a little bit edgy, but not so edgy that people don't understand it. Music has always been one of my biggest inspirations. As I said, I loved Gwen Stefani. Nowadays I love Lady Gaga because she's a crazy avant-garde singer, performer, and she loves fashion as well. And we have the same birthday, which is pretty cool. And I also love Shirley Manson of Garbage. And I'm also inspired really hugely by fabrics, and it's kind of a problem when I go to LA to fabric shop because I want to buy everything and I see fabrics and I immediately know what I want to make out of it. So definitely fabrics are one of my biggest inspirations too. Well, my collection is called Chateau, and it's inspired by a chateau in France, and so it's very romantic. It has a little bit of fantasy involved, and there's some really fancy fabrics and some really flowy romantic fabrics and some avant-garde details, and I'm not going to give too much away because you need to come to the show. I got the inspiration for Chateau in December. It was the winter months, so my collection is for next winter, fall-winter 2014. And I wanted to design something strong, edgy, with a lot of princess themes, a lot of historical reference, and I went up to LA, and the first store I went in I found one of my main fabrics and I knew it was a perfect match. Basically every class that I've taken at Art Institute has prepared me for the fashion show because it's really a combination of everything that you need to use when you make a collection. So without a doubt, Wendy CCA is fashion historian extraordinaire, and she also taught me all of my sewing classes, draping, which I used throughout the collection. Also, a big influence is Jackie Leahy, who is a textile queen. She's so knowledgeable, and she's also constantly watching runway shows in Paris and London and introducing us to new designers, and that's really inspiring to me. I'm really excited to have the show at the USS Midway because it's really a landmark in San Diego. Another reason why it's completely awesome is that there's going to be a 90-foot runway, and that means a lot of really good seats for our friends and family to see our designs up close. After I graduate, I have a lot going on. After the fashion show for Art Institute, I'm doing another fashion show for the Wild for Life Foundation, which is going to be on June 8th. It's with Jonathan A. Logan, who's a leatherwear designer for the Stars, and Matthew Brown of Bentley Wear. And that's going to be in Carlsbad. And then I'm also probably going to do Exhibit Ambush, which is October 12th in San Diego. It's benefiting the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. And it's a really cool event that's described as a multi-sensory fashion and art show. It's a great event. I went last year. I also applied for Project Runway. It's one of my favorite shows. I've probably seen every single episode, so it would be really crazy to be on that show. And I'm also taking a little vacation, going to Istanbul, Cappadocia, Izmir, Bodrum, all over Turkey with my fiance and my mom and his family. probably will be living in either Orange County or LA because I can't move too far away from San Diego, and I hope to be designing for a company there, preferably juniors or contemporary, but I like all kinds of designs and I can translate my design into any category. So hopefully I'll be designing and maybe doing a little bit of my own collection on the side. Come see me, Karlene Keller, and my Chateau collection on Memorial Day, May 30th, 2013 on the USS Midway in San Diego.